Adventures of a Christmas Elf continued. Monday, 2nd November. The mood at work today was very sombre. There was no singing and dancing, and during hot chocolate break, everyone sipped in silence. We were all still in shock at the attempt on Father Christmas's life. Holly, Anna and I hardly spoke. We just worked on our toys. I tried to make up jokes for the crackers, but I wasn't in the mood. Then, as I was about to leave, Holly took me to one side. "Thank you," she said, "for always having Dad's back." "That's okay," I replied. I sensed there was more, so I waited. "There's a family meeting," she said, "tonight at Christmas Lodge. I'd really like you to come." I love my visits to Christmas Lodge, the reindeer ranch, and the Arctic hills where Father Christmas and his family live. And even though the circumstances were less than ideal, I still felt a twinge of excitement. Excitement at the thought of being in the magical place once again. As Holly and I raced through the town, pulled by a team of huskies, I felt a surge of Christmas spirit. Somehow, I told myself, we would get through these dark times and emerge stronger than ever. Soon we were plunging down into the forest, the dogs weaving right and left as the path wound its way among the snow-caked fir trees, then climbing again until we found ourselves pressed in our eyes, the twinkling lights of Christmas Lodge just visible at the foot of the Arctic hills. "Yah!" cried Holly again, urging the dogs on. The sledge picked up speed, and, as if the whole scene didn't look festive enough, it began to snow again. Giant snowflakes hanging in the air like paper lanterns. The moment was so perfect, I closed my eyes, hoping to save a snapshot. When I opened them again, we were racing up the drive, just yards from the house. "Whoa!" called Holly, pulling on the reins, and the sled skidded to a halt. "Tog!" called Mr. Christmas, throwing open the front door, welcoming me into the glow. "Come inside," while Holly seized to the dogs. I gave Mr. Christmas a giant hug, then followed him into the warmth of the house. The scene that greeted me was as Christmassy as it gets. There were roaring fires in every room, the mantelpieces groaning with holly, ivy, and mistletoe, and I lost count of the number of Christmas trees I saw, each one dripping with decorations and surrounded by a landslide of lovingly wrapped presents. And the scent. Why do certain houses smell so different? As if they're all wearing their own brand of perfume. I took a deep breath my nose painting delicious pictures of cinnamon sticks, satsuma peel, and fresh brown paper. But there was no time to waste. "This way," said Mrs. Christmas, leading me through to a large oak-beamed room. "The meeting's just started." As I entered, Steiner, the right-hand elf, was in full flow. Sitting beside him, still shivering with cold, was Father Christmas. Next to him was the head security elf, and dotted around the room, listening attentively, were Holly's 9 older brothers and sisters. "Glad you could join us, Tog," said Steiner. "Following a thorough investigation, it's clear that Halloween night incident was no accident." A handkerchief fluttered out of Father Christmas's pocket, and he let rip an enormous sneeze. "Bless you," said Steiner with a brief smile. Then his expression darkened. Someone heated up Father Christmas's skates before he put them on. "The question is, who?" "May I?" offered the head security elf, raising his head. "Go on," said Steiner, self-importantly. It could have been anyone at the party, and whoever heated up the skates probably tampered with the reins too. Hence the unfortunate event earlier the same day, when Father Christmas found himself in charge of an out-of-control sleigh. "Holly gave me an 'I told you so' look." An earlier event, when some cracker snaps were detonated in the workshop, proved to be a red herring, added the security elf, looking me straight in the eye. "All of which leads me to suggest," said Steiner gravely, "that we take drastic measures." There was a pause. "What sort of measures?" asked Father Christmas. "Torville," said Steiner, using Father Christmas's first name, which hardly anyone ever did. "I think it's time you took a holiday."